Hello. Today, I've been sharing a lot to support you on this journey of self-love, and I want to add a little more so you can keep going, keep moving forward on this journey of self-love. So I want to share with you, because I get this question a lot, I want to share with you why positive affirmations sometimes could actually make it worse, right? Then I'll share with you one thing that might be behind us not being able to love ourselves and what you can do about it. So, you ready? Are you ready? All right. One thing that can happen with positive affirmations, right? We're all different. We're all different we're all different stages of our journey. We've all gone through different experiences, right? So the thing with positive affirmations, and I know people recommend a lot of them, so that's good. That way you can find the one that works for you. But sometimes what could happen and what tends to happen is that you're recommended an affirmation and you use it and it doesn't resonate at all. Like, it feels really weird, if you feel a lot of resistance around it, and it just doesn't feel like it's helping. Like, it doesn't feel like you can ever believe the statement that you're actually using. And I know some people say that at a subconscious level is still working, is still doing it, having an effect, but I've also learned from other people that if it's too far away from where you are on your journey, and not to feel bad about where you are, we're all different, right? It doesn't matter. But for me, when I've used affirmations that were like way too far away, like not even close to a place where I could actually believe it, accept it, receive it, I just feel good with what I was saying, what that can do is it can actually get you farther away from where you want to go, think you're going, or trying to go, right? If the goal is self-love, but you're using an affirmation that is very, that it doesn't really resonate with you at all, you might actually be kind of widening the gap between you and and where you see yourself going. So that's one thing to take into consideration. That's why I recommend basic affirmations, and I try not to give you one, I try to help you come up with one, right? So when I recommended I am enough, or even I love you can be too deep for some people, and that's fine. But the thing too is that with those basic ones, I'm enough, I love you, you are actually closer, in my opinion and experience, closer to being able to get to that place of accepting it and receiving it and believing it than you realize. So that's why I recommend those two. But the basic idea is to find one that works for you, right? Start very basic, very simple, and see how it feels. See how it feels in your body, see how you feel when you say it, see what happens, right, when you use it. Now, what I said that I wanted to share about one of the reasons why sometimes we have so many barriers to loving ourselves. I've shared many in other videos, but one thing that happens sometimes is that we feel like we can't love ourselves. We believe that we're unlovable because of actual like thoughts in our mind about ourselves and opinions about ourselves and our perspective of ourselves, right? So it could be from things that happened in the past. It could be from how you see yourself today, your thoughts about you, your perspective about you, right? Sometimes we're ashamed about something in your personality, something in your situation, right? Your circumstances. So I want to invite you to ask yourself some empowering questions, right? Not to put yourself down, but to actually get a little deeper into what might be holding you back so that you can move forward, right? That's what I want you to do. I don't want you to feel bad about yourself. So everything that I share, please take it that way. Take it in the direction of how can I use this to move forward? How can I use this to feel better about myself? Yes, I might be digging into areas that might be a little uncomfortable or painful, but I'm using this to get to a place of more acceptance and love for myself. So one question that you can start with And always try to get into a meditative state before this. Take at least a few minutes to breathe deep and slow. Close your eyes. Some people like to put their hands on their heart. They feel more connected to their heart. Put some nice music, light up some incense and candles, whatever you want, but just get into a more relaxed state where when you're gonna ask this type of questions, right? But the first one will be, why do I feel that I'm unlovable? Right? Why do I feel unworthy of love? See what comes up. Give it some time. See what thoughts come up. Right? And I'll share more about that too. But so you can ask, why do I feel unlovable? What do I not like about myself? Why do I feel unworthy of love? Right? Or what is it that I believe is so bad about my situation, right? For a lot of us, it's our situation that makes us feel not great, right? So ask yourself those kinds of questions in a loving, open way and see what comes up, right? See what thoughts, ideas, beliefs, what comes up. Now, you can't control what comes up, so there's no need to try to control, force it, like take it in one direction. Just see what comes up, right? The idea is not to control anything, right? You're not under control of your thoughts. They just pop up, right? So that's the beauty of asking that kind of empowering question. You're not trying to select an answer that suits whatever you want to do and wherever you are right now in your life. What comes up might be exactly what you need right now to continue to move forward in a beautiful way. So just see what happens when you ask that kind of question. Whatever thought, belief, idea comes up, I want you to ask another question now. I want you to ask, is that belief absolutely true? Is it a fact or is it a thought? Right? Is it a fact, an actual fact, or is it a thought, idea, belief, perspective? That's a powerful question. That's a powerful question because you're gonna realize a lot of stuff. Nothing crazy, nothing new, but you're gonna see it from a different perspective. For me, for example, I just wanted to share an example of my life. Like in the past I've had, and I continue to have it sometimes, right? So one thing that I love are relationships and all that. Beautiful, love-related stuff, right? So in the past I've had the thought of, I won't find a woman who will love me for exactly who I am, right? So if I ask myself, is that absolutely true? Of course it's not true. Is that a fact or a belief? It's a belief, it's a thought, it's an idea, it's not a fact, right? So if it's a thought, now I want you to ask this. Could the opposite be true? Right? Could the opposite be true? Could it be that out of over 7 billion people, we'll do half if that half of those are women, could it be that out of all those people there would be one person that will love to spend time with me and be part of my life? I think there's a pretty high chance that at least one person, right? So you start to peel the layers and see more of the reality instead of basing everything on your thought and idea and perspective of yourself, right? So you can kind of bring the walls down and kind of get rid of some resistance that you might have around the questions that you're asking, the thoughts that come up, the ideas, the beliefs that come up. It's powerful when you ask those kinds of questions. It's powerful when you question your thoughts and ideas and beliefs if they're not beneficial to you, if they're not empowering and helping you on your journey, right? Now, so those are powerful questions. What I want to offer now is something that you can do not to distract yourself. I don't believe we have to distract ourselves from thoughts and ideas and beliefs and all that. But I do believe and have seen and have experienced, and I talk to a lot of people, that we tend to spend too much time in our mind, which can make it worse for this kind of stuff, right? It can definitely make it more challenging. So I have another question for you. When you're deep into your favorite hobby, your favorite activity, do you still feel unlovable while you're doing that activity? Do you still feel unworthy while you're having so much fun and you're so into whatever you're doing? Do you still feel lack in your life, like you're lacking in different areas of life when you're so entertained by that activity that you love so much and fulfills you and brings you so much happiness? Or are you so deeply immersed in whatever you're doing that those thoughts and ideas and beliefs don't even come by? Like I said, this is not to distract ourselves, but I believe that it's helpful to sometimes give your mind a little break. Take a little break from your mind and come down to your heart a little more. Come down to the body a little more. That's why exercise is so freaking beneficial. Sometimes, to me, it helps me get out of the mind a little, come down to the body. Come to the body, come to the heart. So how often do you do your favorite activities? How often do you give yourself the gift of taking a little bit of time? If you don't have a lot of time, that's fine, but taking a little bit of time to do your favorite activity, the thing that you love, that just brings you so much joy. So what if, this is just a hypothesis, but what if the amount of negative thoughts and ideas and beliefs that come up throughout the day, it's inversely related to the amount of time that you're spending doing things you love? And I know for a lot of us it's not easy. If you have work and family and a lot of responsibilities, it's not easy to find time to do the things that you love. But I believe that it's about making the time. That's a challenging reality that we have to face, right? We're all busy. We need to make the time for the things that we know we deserve, we want to do, and we love doing. So I just invite you to consider that idea. How much time are you spending doing the activities that you truly, truly love doing? I'll share more. There's more coming, more support, more ideas. But for now, I just invite you to consider that. Because you know you want it, you deserve it. Give yourself that gift. Have an amazing day.